In its most recent film, My Oxford Year, 2025, Netflix maintains its tradition of starring two stunning, dedicated individuals in a romantic comedy. Despite its best efforts, it falls flat as a collection of tired love cliches. The film follows the story of a British kid who serves cake, both literally and metaphorically, and a fragile dreamer girl. It's not shocking that what started as a fling between the two became something more serious. Examining the ways in which Anna and Jamie impact one another's lives comes next. The plot begins with Anna de la Vega making the journey from New York to London after receiving a scholarship to attend Oxford University. She plans to earn a prominent analyst position at Goldman Sachs after finishing her master's degree in poetry. She had a rough start. A passing automobile spills her on her first day. It turns out that the driver is actually a guy named Jamie Davenport, and things between them take a turn for the worst when he becomes her new teacher. Although they were initially at odds, they eventually became closer due to their shared appreciation of poetry. Love blossoms between the two soon after they begin having sexual relations. As their love for each other grows, they stroll about the historic and artistic Oxford University campus, absorbing it all in. Anna is startled but pays Cecilia no mind when she arrives to warn her about the dangers of falling for Jamie, a family friend. All of a sudden, Jamie begins to withdraw. Our protagonist decides to break into his house out of pure curiosity. Upon spotting Cecilia, she assumes Jamie is unfaithful to her. Then she finds out the truth. Jamie has an extremely uncommon and difficult-to-treat kind of cancer, which drastically reduces his chances of survival. However, Anna persists, and they confess their love to one another. As Jamie's brother Eddie Davenport nears death, it strains Anna and Jamie's relationship. Cecilia is still very close to Eddie's family, and she was his partner before. However, Jamie and his father have a poor relationship due to their differing views on Jamie's recovery. After hearing this, Anna resolves to help her sweetheart out with everything she can, beginning with the birthday celebration at the Davenport mansion. As things improve at home, our protagonist begins to focus more on themselves and their issues. Now Anna must decide between the life she ought to live and the life she truly desires. Still, everything comes to a halt when Jamie has a violent faint, casting uncertainty on his future. As Jamie's long fight with his illness finally ends, the series' conclusion of My Oxford Years is a moving and tragic farewell. Here we see Anna and Jamie enjoying themselves no matter where they are or what they're doing as they tour the world. Posing in front of the Eiffel Tower and spending the night on a Venetian boat are just two of the many things that the pair does. In the heart of Amsterdam's world-famous red light district, they even visit a hidden religious sanctuary. At the end of the day, though, it was all in Anna's head. Although it has not been confirmed, the story implies that he died at some point during the time leap. At the end of the film, Jamie Davenport and his sweetheart are seen discussing their upcoming world tour. Rather than viewing Jamie's passing as a sad period, Anna chooses to honor his memory by carrying out their promises. As a result, the inventive sequence takes on fresh significance. We learn that Anna did, in fact, travel solo and see all the sights she had planned. Despite Jamie's physical isolation, she remains by her side in spirit. The novella provides evidence of this by offering a fresh perspective on Jamie's previous travels, which have taken her to numerous locations, including Amsterdam, Paris, Venice, Greece, and many more. Whenever Anna records a solo video, she makes it look like she's honoring Jamie's and her life simultaneously. Not only does our heroine stick to her word, but she also discovers that the trip is enjoyable. She continues to live her life despite the loss of her partner, much like Cecilia. Jamie and Anna frequently discuss their divergent perspectives on life. Knowing that his time here may be limited, Jamie makes an effort to enjoy the here and now. Regardless of the circumstances, he always finds a way to maximize his experience. Unlike now, Anna started off with a goal-oriented mindset in the novel. Getting a job at Goldman Sachs and being wealthy are her ultimate aspirations, and she views Oxford as merely a stepping stone on the road there. An important lesson she learns from her time with Jamie is the value of appreciating the here and now just as much as she does her history and her future. Her vacation exemplifies this one again since she doesn't miss a moment of it. She refers to it as a living on purpose and recalls her lover's words, sucking out all the marrow of life. Pursuing a vocation that brings her joy is an important part of Anna's quest for purpose. Following in Jamie's footsteps, Anna earns a professorship at Oxford and teaches English poetry. The incorporation of the creative arts into the protagonist's life elevates it to the level of a metaphor. Just like Jamie, she brings a massive cake to welcome the pupils. Poems are best experienced, not read, is another lesson she imparts to her students. Anna speaks from personal experience when she says that poetry adds depth to even the most basic conversations in her relationship with Jamie. Initially, Jamie and Anna had conflicting interpretations of the same poem. Jamie thought it was gloomy and abyss-like, while Anna thought it was hopeful and affirming of life. Like their own journeys, Jamie's life is replete with tragedy and suffering. Anna has a strategy, even though her life isn't easy. This means she has to give up her artistic side in favor of the analytical, money-driven lifestyle that her new job as a financial analyst offers. When Jamie needs to get away from other people's opinions and focus on what she really wants, she turns to poetry. In response to Jamie's new outlook on life, Anna decides to leave her job at Goldman Sachs. At first, he assumes she intends to remain by his side. However, we quickly learn about her complex thought processes. Plus, it demonstrates that she isn't about to live a life she'll come to regret. Jamie opposes forced life extension from the start of the novel. His unusual and complex ailment requires it for therapy. He quits despite medical treatment. Jamie will stop medicating and face life no matter what. He made this difficult decision after being emotionally exhausted by the idea of spending his life in a hospital receiving therapies with little certainty of success. Prioritizing family time is his #1 priority. Jamie considers his brother Eddie, who died of cancer, before making a decision. Jamie shares his family's efforts to offer Eddie the greatest care with Anna. He may have regretted agreeing to everything and told his brother the truth. Due to his deep distress, Jamie refuses to expose himself or anybody he cares about to something comparable. Father William Davenport and his son argue about his willingness to try any treatment that works again. This creates a moral issue. A distressed father wants to save his son, and Jamie is making a difficult choice. Jamie's impaired immune system causes pneumonia in his final days, bringing up physical agency. Father chooses not to continue therapy. Instead, he appreciates nature like his son. Battle between father and son ended. Anna returned Jamie's childhood toy truck. William shares Anna's decision-making confidence. Instead, Dad remembers Jamie as a lovely son who enjoyed every moment.